All right, y'all, it's Friday, and let's have a Friday conversation. All right, y'all, it's Friday, and what do we do on Fridays? We eat French fries, and we have tough conversations. And today we're at Five Guys. And a lot of you might get the burgers at Five Guys, they're good. But sometimes I just come to get the fries. I get the fries at Five Guys because they're really good. They got the skin on them. I love skin on fries here. It's got great salt. Today's conversation, y'all, is for parents. It's for parents. Parents often ask this question, always try to solve this puzzle of can you make your kid happy? Can you make your kid happy? I know a lot of us parents are out there striving to make our kids happy. We get them things, we do things for them to make them happy, and for some reason we can't make them happy. And then they move out of the house, they turn 18, and then they struggle as an adult. And we just struggle ourselves. We struggle ourselves because our kids are unhappy, and so we become unhappy. And so the thought that I have, what I tell parents all the time, is that you can set the conditions, you can plant the seeds, you can do the things within your control, right, to help your kid be able to put themselves in a position to be happy. But your kid has to really be able to find that skills, to find those opportunities, to inside to be happy. There's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can provide for them. I know in the short term you can get them that four-wheeler. I know in the short term you can buy them that concert ticket. I know in the short term you can take them to Five Guys, right? But in the long term, there's nothing you can do. Those are all short-term fixes. Those are Band-Aids, right? Those are Band-Aids. And what we know with Band-Aids is a lot of time we have to just rip them off. We have to rip them off a lot of times. And when we rip them off, sometimes it really, really hurts. It hurts when we have to rip off those Band-Aids. And so what I want you to do is, I don't want you to focus on making your kid happy. What I want you to do is, as a parent, I want you to be able to set those conditions. I want you to be a good, loving parent, right? And just allow your child to soak in that love, soak in those good vibes. And then they have to decide. They have to find out the skills. They have to use skills. They have to learn skills to be able to manage their thoughts, their feelings, and their behaviors, right? Because what's going to happen is, as they get older, they're going to move out of the house. You know this. They're going to move out of the house, and they're going to have to do all this on their own, all right? They're going to have to do all this on their own. And so the goal is not to make your kid happy, because you can't make your kid happy. The goal is to set the conditions for your child to choose to be happy or unhappy or anxious or sad or angry. That's the goal, is to set the conditions, to make the opportunity available for your kid to be happy. Your kid may choose not to be happy. Your kid may choose to be anxious. Your kid may choose to be sad. Your kid may choose to be angry. As a parent, you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with your child struggling and really, really not having a very good life, right? You have to, at some point, understand that the only person that you can take care of and make happy is yourself. And I know, talking with a lot of parents, this is a tough conversation. Oftentimes I see lots of tears from you parents, because all you really want is your kid to be happy, and you will do anything to help your kid be happy, but you can't do it, because happiness, it's an inside job, y'all. It's an inside job. And so what I would like for you to do is, when your kid's not happy, I want you to take care of yourself. As a parent, I want you to take care of yourself and continue to help yourself be happy, continue to be able to find that strength, perseverance, and determination So when your kid is struggling, that you can be there for them. You're not going to be number one. Your kid has to be number one. But you can be number two, or you can be number three, or you can be number four. But not number one. Your kid has to be number one. All right. So as we move forward, as we look at them becoming an adult and they move out and they're struggling, that you can continue to go on with your life. That you can continue to go on with your life, even if your child is in the worst circumstances. You have to realize you have limits. There's only so much that you can do. Don't ever stop loving your child. Don't ever stop loving your child. Your love is unconditional. Your love is unconditional, meaning that you're going to love your child regardless. That you're going to love your child regardless. That your love isn't dependent on your child being happy. Your love isn't dependent on certain circumstances. That you're going to continue to love and support your child, even when your child is unhappy, even when your child is angry, even when your child is anxious. You're going to continue to love and support them. All right, y'all? I know this is a tough conversation for so many of us. Our kids are struggling, they're unhappy, and we can't do anything about it. That's when you have to go inside yourself. It's not the outside. It's the inside. It's the inside. All right, y'all? I know this is a tough conversation. I'd like to have comments. I would like to have a conversation down in the comments. As a parent, what do you do to be able to get through those circumstances, those challenges, when your child's unhappy? Do you struggle with still continuing to be happy? Are you walking on eggshells? Is your emotions tied to your child's emotions? Kids out there, what can your parents do? What can your parents do to support you, to not take on your unhappiness and your frustration, your anger? But what would you like them to do when you're in a bad place? Let's have a conversation down in the comments. It's Friday. Let's have some conversations.